On February 8, 2021, China's Ministry of Public Security released a 2020 annual report on newborn children based on household registrations. About 10 million newborns were registered with the authorities in 2020. This was 15% less than 2019, which saw 11.79 million registered. According to local cities, it fell sharply in 2020, in some areas by over 30%. In a December 2020 article, China's Minister of Civil Affairs, Li Jiheng, warned that the country's birth rate had dropped dangerously. Even though China is currently the most populous nation in the world, it is projected to have a population of merely 732 million by the year 2100, based on a recent Ministry of Public Security report. Historically, the Chinese were known to have big families before the Communist Party took over China in 1949. Now, many are unwilling to have even one child. In China, family planning is a national policy. After decades of political movements and the Great Cultural Revolution, the command economy was stagnant and the country was poor. In December of 1982, family planning was written into the Chinese constitution as a response to economic and social issues. Article 25 of their constitution says the state promotes family planning to adapt population growth for the economic and social development plans. 40 years after 1982, the cost of living is so high that people cannot afford to have families. For example, the cost of education has risen significantly. There is an acute shortage of public kindergartens. From 1997 to 2019, children enrolled in public kindergartens dropped from 95% to 44%. Medical and healthcare expenditures rose 27 times from 1995 to 2018. Housing prices have risen rapidly, and the mortgage-to-income ratio has increased from 17% to 48% from 2004 to 2018. Many young people are already under great pressure to support themselves. Buying and renting houses has emptied most of their income. Borrowing to make ends meet is common. Even for some middle-class families, the cost of raising children is a very large expenditure. Raising children means that the quality of family life will be significantly reduced. Is the falling birth rate a problem? For China, it could mean that the advantage of low-cost labor has been diminishing. For decades, demographic abundance has been one of the biggest driving forces of China's economic growth and its global presence. Today, China is still largely a labor-intensive economy. It is estimated that the population between 15 and 64 years old reached its peak in 2010 and will be significantly reduced by 23% in 2050 compared with 2019. China is getting old before rich, as the saying goes. Fewer newborns could also lead to the decline in innovation, entrepreneurial vitality, savings and investment, and consumption capacity. With the declining birth rate, how China maintains its growth remains to be seen.